everybody, so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Joe Calzaghe's ring walk, something special in the air. You can just sense it out of him. Abraham's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Calzaghe. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Prince Abraham.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Touch good.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
Keep it going.
Blocks that punch. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Abraham. Joe Calzaghe's got to deal with the swelling now. We'll see how he reacts. Good way to protect the midsection. Way to block there. Teddy, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power, they're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things. We can grab onto those things. But what about the talent of somebody being able to make a choice, a hard choice, in a very dark place?
Blocks it away. Joe Calzaghe's side to me is getting worse as things continue on here. Teddy, he's got to be very conscious of that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and his corner has to be too. They got to be thinking about if it gets to the point where he can't defend himself, they have to do something. Obviously, they didn't come here thinking they were going to have to stop this fight.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Calzaghe. There it is. Joe Calzaghe's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Last 10 seconds of this first round. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
So So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Good block.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move. Keep your head moving.
Wow! Joe Calzaghe's in bad shape.
Hey, no holding, no holding.
Excellent counterpunch by Prince. Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Halfway through round number 2. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And there he counters back against his opponent. Calzaghe's hurt bad by a right hand.
You gotta protect yourself.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Blocks that punch. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Joe Calzaghe's doing what happens to many who have been hurt. Now, he was stunned in this fight earlier, and you can see him almost wishing he could put a protective shell around himself. He's just all about the defense right now.
Yeah, well, right now it's got to be all about him trying to be Tom Cruise. He's got to be an actor. He's got to look for an Academy Award and stop doing that. If we can see that, his opponent can see that. He has to con his opponent, not let him know that this is what he's feeling.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Use the jab. More movement. Head movement. Keep your distance.
Showing you some defense there with the block.
Beat him to the punch.
Good block. Blocks away that headshot. Unable to land that shot. Joe Calzaghe's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. A good block.
Keep your head moving.
Fine fundamentals. Good counterpunch. Last 10 seconds of round number 3.
Listen, you can throw him off with some head movement. That's it. Throw him off with head movement. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. Breathe in. Take a deep breath. Great job that round. You're doing well.
Here we go with the 4th round. Very nice defensive guard there. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Not precise at all by Prince. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Guard up. Back to the body.
Good block there by Prince.
Keep your head moving.
Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Good block by Prince. Not precise at all by Prince. Missed the body shot. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Lands the counter.
Keep your hands
10 clicks of the talk. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think...
Holy cow! Joe Calzaghe's hurt by a big shot. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Joe Calzaghe's proving here that you can't hit what you can't reach. See the movement he's putting forth.
Yeah, he's using his legs real well. He's controlling range. He's just not allowing his opponent to get into the punching distance he needs.
Gets a counter overhand right. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Gets rid of that effort. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Great movement to get away from those punches. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Nice one. That was good. Have this one. Let's get on that swell. Get the compress on there.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Good looking counter punch.
Keep working the body.
Blocks it away. Joe Calzaghe's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
Gets rid of that body shot. I know he's throwing lots of punches and not many are landing, but what's that old saying, hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick?
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now, and at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Good job protecting himself. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Joe Calzaghe's learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a corner man can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help, whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
To him with an uppercut. Oh man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you'd want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Good block by Prince. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Holy cow! That's a crushing right hand by Abraham. And a sharp counterpunch by Prince. Well, if you're a fan of being defensively sound as a fighter, this isn't the guy to watch because he's opening up all day long.
Yeah, he is. You know, he reminds me a little bit of my pool guy, you know. He doesn't put, he doesn't put chlorine in the darn pool and algae comes around. Well, if you don't throw your punches short, well, algae's not going to come around, but straight punches are coming.
To counter that attack. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The end of the round has arrived. And now an opportunity for the trainer here to get his hands on his guy. His guy just got tagged pretty good there. And when he looks into his eyes, what is he looking for?
Oh, first of all, he's looking to see whether or not his guy is still there. You know, he got stunned pretty good. And then what he has to do is make sure his guy is listening to him and telling him, hey, look, you got caught. You've been caught before. This is the way we can fix it. This is what you got to do to correct things.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. To nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Blocks that punch. Really frustrating his opponent now, as he's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Solid counter punch by Prince. How about that? A little sizzle by Joe Calzaghe. Slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Good job protecting himself. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Calzaghe.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Calzaghe, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Blocks it away. Not able to land the headshot. A good block. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing.
Get it out, get it out.
Wow! What an intense hook landed by Abraham. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Joe Calzaghe's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Good defensive skill. Abraham's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it because it's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about. Jump on it. Jump on it. Yeah.
Another round. This fight is now over. Joe Calzaghe's night's gonna start early. That's a TKO win.
Your winner, Joe, the final was Calzaghe.
Calzaghe's your winner by TKO, Teddy.
He did a great job. From the beginning to the end, there was never a doubt.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being